Over the weekend, controversy struck Capcom's newest game being Dragon's Dogma 2. And could Xbox be working towards a rather interesting direction when talking about their next-gen console? Let's break this all down, up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Alright, so Dragon's Dogma 2 found itself at the center of a bit of conversation online. Having just released on March 21st, it has mixed reviews on Steam, with around 52% being positive. But the problem here is people are talking about the fact that this is a full-price $70 game with microtransactions. And those aforementioned microtransactions will help you progress through certain parts of the game. As it stands right now, there are about 21 items you can purchase, and this all varies from rift crystals, various keys, and other odds and ends. The main problem, from what I understand here, is some of these items are used to fast travel and help with revives. I also want to stress the point some of these microtransactions really don't make or break the game. It certainly helps at certain points in the games, and I think it's early on, but for the most part, you really don't need them. I know the sheer existence of microtransactions within paid games is a very slimy tactic here. And from the sound of it, Capcom most likely put this out into the world just to kind of see who caves and buys in. But since the conversation grew more and more around this game over the weekend, Capcom has responded to all this, clearly stating, hey, you could opt to buy all these items that are listed, but they are available free of charge within the game. You just gotta earn them. Next up on our docket today, we're gonna be chatting a little bit about Xbox and how a new handheld device is apparently within the prototype stages. This is all coming from Insider Gaming thanks to Tom Henderson and the Xbox 2 podcast, where Jez Corden stated, quote, "I know that they, being Xbox, have gotten handheld prototypes right now." Corden soon then clarified that these are new prototypes, not the old prototypes often referred to. Now, this article does go on to state, and this is something we've talked about before, especially when it comes to prototypes. Just because they are working on prototypes and they're playing around with this idea, this doesn't 100% mean this is gonna come to market. Now, Jez Corden also elaborated on this prospect more, and I think this is what the biggest piece of the pie is here. Quote, "Not a cloud handheld, a fully native Xbox handheld." That's it. That's what we're talking about. This is the big thing I think PlayStation really dropped the ball on here, especially when it comes to the PS Portal. That device needs to be tethered to the PS5, and you can't take it with you on the go. If they released the Portal as a native device, it would be game over, because a lot of fans, and especially myself, have been dying for a dedicated PlayStation handheld ever since the PSP. Handhelds are all the rage right now within the gaming world, with the Switch obviously dominating the market, especially with the impending release of the Switch 2. But since the Switch came out, we've seen devices like the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, and many more come to market with some decent fan reception. I also think when talking about Xbox specifically here, playing games natively is great, and that's exactly what I want. But over the past few years, they've invested a lot within the cloud gaming sector of Xbox, which will only enhance the reason to buy this device more because it offers both, being cloud gaming and native play. Now, as for when we could see this device, that's really up in the air. I really wouldn't think they release something right now or in between this all-digital Xbox Series X and the next-gen console. And this article did go on to speculate that the next-gen Xbox could possibly be a dockable handheld, much like the Switch. Phil Spencer even went as far to say the next generation of Xbox will be something that is, quote, unique and powerful. So, by Phil's word here, a native, high-quality Xbox handheld does fit the bill here. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. What do you think the next-gen Xbox will be? Do you honestly think they release something like the Switch, or do you think it's gonna be just one dedicated console and then somewhere down the line we get a handheld? Now, if I'm being greedy and I'm being completely biased here, I would love an Xbox handheld. That would be my perfect console. But at the end of the day, I think we're gonna get a mainline console, and then somewhere down the line, maybe in between everything, we do get this Xbox handheld. But that about does it here. I've been K-Lo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.